2, 1.
So,
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
it's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course, I got you. You don't know anything. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the wailing in rags.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in, this jiving and juggling. What's it for? I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course. Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself. He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. We're negotiating our share. Aye. This stuff, they already covered. Never grateful. Were we ever grateful, we'd have nothing. You fight for every piece. All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page, communism is basically wanting to kill the rich people or deporting them to a labor camp in southeast Grad. But don't say that out loud if you're a communist.
Sure thing.
This was great. You've...
Gendarmerie. You found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette.
Besides, I've got to run. To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his...
Take care, all right?
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
Right after you.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia. My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of... I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
I got it from the head of the Samaran delegation on my trip to Lomantang. It's made from a special charcoal-colored bamboo. It's an emblem of the formal normalization of our diplomatic relations.
He's alluding to the decade-long War of Independence, while deftly brushing aside the complex causes behind the conflict.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
Because I did it? Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez. Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanities. I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell. I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see. All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly. Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything. You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroin.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM. The Coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the Coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material that... Yes, as I said before, I'm a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution. It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. but not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%. The Coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet? A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence, Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many...
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values. Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full... But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. Ah, yes, the unattainable ideal. Never settle for less. Good luck with that, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very... Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports.
Darling? That can't be an official designation.
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its land, whatever you wish, officer. Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more... that it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes, sweet standardization, the backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the moral intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level. Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the moral intern as a whole. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level. A supranational political alliance, the United States of Occident. You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy. It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how... Sorry, who? But I told you, officer, he's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our... Officer, you have to understand. I can't... He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him. I'm just enjoying the view.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
Listen. The Insulindian Bay. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you've seen him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Of course. I'm sorry I couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
Ray's descent has only worked. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Look at him. His craniometric perfection. Are you cops or what? Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it. Don't worry. Physical stuff, it's late outside, isn't it? You guys must really like doing what you do to be out so late.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today. And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
You need to act decisively. It's Kuno. Use Kuno words.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut. Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you... The fuck? A mug in the trash? Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah? Kuno's...
I can't eat!
Shit, that Kuno doesn't...
Tell the Kuno who it was.
Stop turning into a
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away! The fuck? Yeah?
I can't...
Shit, that Kuno does...
Tell the...
Stop turning...
Yeah? Get your bacon... Look at the fuck does Kuno...
The loot.
It's a trap, Kuno!
The fuck? Yeah?
Back out and take your fat ass...
Look, fuck does...
The loot.
It's a trap, Kuno!
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fuck. Look at him. Kuno tried to. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Yeah? That. You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Yeah, cock him.
Yes. You...
Yeah? He's the one you wanna talk.
Curious, my liege.
Yeah, Kuno's doing...
Still, seems suspicious. He may...
Probably climbed. Kuno, you heard Kuno? I don't know. Mesco.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name.
Fuck are you talking?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
They're lost without you,
Why don't you...
Maybe we should.
You're...
Get lost,
Kuno...
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing... Yes. 1.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything. An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after you are, your station would not...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what...
What you do know is, at 18.9, you must have me confused with the... You, sir. You.
Unfortunately, no. Let's not go glove hunting, please. That's right.
Yeah, we got this. We're smart. The dead man stares above those, and 11...
That's you.
The corpse is in...
KK57 dash.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals precinct. That's because he doesn't want to bring up the messy question of your initials.
Next. NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Mwindi. This is as vague as it gets. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial.
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box.
None. At least not after the initial examination. They'd have to have incapacitated and carried him over. This man was more than a match for untrained dockworkers.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. Somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row. Lieutenant Nick, elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair. The building is tall, 7 stories, wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied, and so, all across Jamrock,
We should start the post-mortem.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you...
Of course, there is a moral to be...
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained
I think that may well be the moral of... Good. Miss Coast...
with his eyes.
Yeah, Jack, that fuck.
The hyoid bone is respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions.
No scream, no sigh. It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contract inside, you see...
Hemorrhaging present in mucus. Hepatobiliary. Na. Ah. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Hepato means liver, and biliary, the gallbladder and bile ducts.
Neither am I. That's it. Same for toxicology and serology, and cardiovascular. The body gastrointestinal.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list? Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white...
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size...
The disappointment is palpable.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They're...
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire, if you are to keep them for yourself.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo. The assistant has a color photo. The deceased has a belt for airlifting, well-nourished, athletically built. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Lividity is consistent.
Fucking low velocity. Talking shit about cool.
In addition, there are bite marks on ligature mark. The steel wiring.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters. The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his...
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the belt to see the leak.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck. After some deliberation, you snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin. Above, chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
No! It's gonna happen, see!
I fucking knew it!
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length.
Back is symmetrical and intact. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades. Dispersed...
We have a real museum here. Of battles. Last item. Hands.
The hand is surprisingly heavy to lift.
Hands are clean. No sign of... I was. Ooh. That's all for the... Let's see. We have bite head, chest and scalp bite mark injuries. And your opinion, officer? Agreed. Next injury. So, this has confessed.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description...
Right. Next. Nothing. Just in case. A dark red abraded ligature mark. I see hemorrhage.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy. Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of
Oh yeah, well done, Master Detective.
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg for processing.
I'm sure we didn't get everything.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind...
Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
Okay, I need a little help for...
There go those beautiful...
Continue working here.
This means Lieutenant Kisura. If you have nothing to do, read books.
Your race descent has only...
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. The drawers...
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can...
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like you knock silently. The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh, yes. No, awesome.
He's attempting to maintain.
Fine. So, I haven't opened it. I have... Yes, you're already set for the night.
You see, the cobalt, it leads to us. The door, the cobalt, it leads to us. An intricate web of it's still gone.
You're back.
All around you, rain keeps falling down. On the wood.
Sadly, I need this one myself. What I can do for you is... You have. And how did you like Mr. Clare? Of course, Detective. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself. How could I stop you?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these. Tell her she'll like you for it.
Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see. Even when it... Which isn't to suggest our talks constitute corp...
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
Oh. That's so very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun? Well, maybe he's not as helpful. Of course. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Give me a moment.
just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see because you see it, finally. All the other walls on all the other... Oh, Wall Father. Absolutely. Now you just need the material. Cindy the Skull has a paintbrush and paint. Talked. Yes, great thinking.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to it? What for? Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. There, Piggy. I guess art just isn't really you. 'Cause you suck in life.
They do say the paint...
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, Piggo. You're a real Oh, but I'm...
You know what you should be able to find? Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat. Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of the ruins of a half-sunken sea fort, the skyscrapers of La Delta, urban coastline, coal city, and your hair is the great gates of the industry. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, La Ducienne, Couronne, a silvery curtain. You have never been. Capeside apartments, hallways, the evening, a yard, rainfall, a traffic jam. The road ascends, a raised...
I have a brother in the cut.
To be in Mont, standing in the rain, your vision blurs. You wipe your face. Coalition aerostatics hang. These spring thaw will not last. The winter will return to Revachol. The dented yellow mailbox. The box seems happy. Bear's eyes are dead. An old East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. Old East Delta Commerce Center. This must be... No. You hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore. The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Oh yeah, baby. Frame your suffering as a masterpiece. Only one problem. No one's watching. It's boring, buddy. Boring as death. You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that? Sure you do. They're all...
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their...
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you...
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression. The door is closed. The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now. Yes, I am. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay. Okay, fine. Let's talk.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation.
What precinct?
Fucking
You're getting an
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm...
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like...
It's not just this way.
There's something. He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction. Or you know what it is. It's like the two of you know each other.
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the... To what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality? Okay, that's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere. Somewhere good.
I'm not getting involved in this.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like. Oh, well, go solve your case then. Watch out for...
Okay, the man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right? There's something missing here. Yes.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting...
I've got nothing to say to you. I suggest...
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A witness? You ain't got shit. The locals would never come to you with this.
That's just tactics, Titus.
Next. Well, let's hear it then.
This goes without saying, but nonetheless, don't give out his name.
Yeah, right. Like we wouldn't know if an MI plant was in our town. Nice try, right?
MI is short for Moral Intern. Moral Intern is short for Moralist International.
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing. They are desperate. The last copper. What wacky claims did he make?
It's you assholes that feel the need to go around like a fucking brass band. The Hardy boy.
Yeah. It's like...
They're avoiding having to answer this question.
We were drinking, weren't we, guys?
Right, I'm convinced, Glenn. Nothing off here. Just a regular hanging.
Arab guy? Boss, I think he's trying to say me and Theo.
Well, yeah. What is confusing you? Eugene, Theo, and Elaine were there, too.
Those flaccid MI cocks with their culture language. Everything's a surreal play or sublime whatever.
It means the whole scene was long and drawn out, like it was from a film.
What is this fella's problem?
Shanky. It's Shanky, right? I thought...
You don't know shit.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
Some witness. I pulled the same shit.
You don't have to go to school for shit. I never went to school, and I'm doing great.
You're doing a hell of a job, man. Hell of a job.
Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like it. So much bluster to hide the fact that they're uncomfortable with you having this info. Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Why?
This is not what he thinks it is. This is a great idea. I'm afraid it's not what you think it is either.
What in the name of fuck are you?
But I don't want to give you my gun.
The fuck is happening, Titus? What are they whispering?
Easy, Shanks. I want to see where this is going.
Police job?
The pressure in the room grows to a boiling point.
Be careful, it's loaded.
Good. Now put it in your mouth. I want to point it at them. Quit your whining. Everyone knows how to do that.
What are you doing?
Genuine panic flies across the lieutenant's face.
Fellas, you getting any of this? Fellas, the cop is really threatening to off himself.
No, that is not what is happening. This show is unnecessary. Give me my...
He's desperately trying to offer a counter-narrative. There is none.
He's not gonna off himself. Come on.
No. He'll do it. Go ahead, son. 3, 2.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. No. Give it to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. It's not too late. You can still spin this as some kind of tactic. There will be no spinning. Do the honest thing. Pull the trigger.
We'll solve the case. Look at me.
Yeah. Cause I sorta wanna see that shit.
You won't, man. His fucking balls ain't big enough.
Deranged cop kills himself. Citizen.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire... Hello again, officers.
door to the weasels. You try to be aside. Finally, the door. There might, as you hold the open door. Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you? Nothing. Yes, that's what... This is the flag of... This isn't just one, it's an optical, atmospheric anomaly the first settlers saw. The flag doesn't... A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a little ring. There's something... It looks like the artist is celebrating. You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much... The owner of this collection could be dumping his trash in the Whirling's container. An interesting little... Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Who knows? You could ask Everard. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. All around you, the spring, looking up at the grey, humid, the skyscraper, urban, coal city, your hair, behind, La Jussie, Couron, a silvery, you have never been, capes up, hallways, a yard, rain, the road.
Have a brother in the...
To be standing in the rain, your vision blurs, coalition, sheets of rain, the ruins of a half, your hair is an oil. These spring thaw will not last. The winter will return to Revachol. old money, a silver plaque. The woman still had no response. A lorry stopped. The windows are clear. They've been the back end of a book with. The bed is still. The bed is.
Here we are. You're not cool. It's
That pain.
There's no. You're.
oh.
Maybe if.
What do you think you
Let.
But it never.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your fate. The woman,
I would.
a patrol officer, is the lowest rank.
Yes, I am. I'm definitely not the cavalry. I know.
Here's the...
It's hard to tell whether he...
Okay.
You look, and I don't mean that as a metaphor. Wow, you see... Nobody...
There's some... He might be wearing a disguise. There's some exactamundo. Of course, you don't have to. You can talk about anything you want.
About what? You don't look like a... Not the prophet shit again. Yes.
As if waiting for some kind of...
I'm not getting involved in this.
Watch out.
Oh, hello, dear. Just some... But they...
The water.
Oh, Gary. Oh, my. Well...
Your way.
I hate to ask.
Yes.
And if you see him... Oh, of course, sweetie.
I've got nothing to say to you. I said...
Even though you caught her off guard.
You are not...
You said a man like Easy Leo could have said anything. Do not be restrained, sire.
I am a legal counsel. Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. A witness?
That's just contactis, Titus.
Well,
this goes without saying, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Am I?
I've seen this shit a million times, Titus. Fly fishing.
It's...
Yeah.
We were drink...
Right, I'm
Well...
It's you...
Yeah.
They're avoiding having to answer. Yes, of course.
Those...
It means...
What is this?
Shanky.
You...
I know you are lying, Shanky.
So...
You don't have... You're doing a...
Okay, make so much bluster to hide the fact that establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
And what exactly is it you've been all the while talking?
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and right, inciting.
Kylie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit. Sure there is.
Get the...
What happened? We got absolutely wiped. Let's go before it gets worse.
What's going on? Are you racist now? Starting from the sit across, he's and the in on his. Let's side in exact.
The fuck is with you, fella? Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman.
It's almost
Not in the...
a fearful by your side. The lieutenant keeps his hand.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? The door to the weasel. You try to finally them as you hope. Master,
Nothing. Attaboy. This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, but it's an optical atmospheric anomaly. The flag doesn't. A row of mugs, there's something. It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making fun of these people. You ain't gonna change someone's mind by calling them a bastard. Yes, the own and enter. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often. Who knows? You could ask Everard. All of this. The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district, urban coal city. Your hair isn't the behind La Ducienne, Couronne, a silvery you have never been. Capes, hallway, a yard, Rain,
Have a brother in the...
to standing
Have a brother in...
your vision blurs. Coalition era statics hang. These spring thaw will not last. The winter will return to Revachol. The dented yellow mailbox. The bed is still cold from the broken window. The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broke. You're not. It's your
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your...
Oh, you're just stuck here. In the half-world. Sure.
At least...
What do you think?
Let it...
But it never...
The woman.
I would really prefer... Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the...
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic.
I'm definitely not the cavalry. Okay.
I've got nothing to say to you. I said...
Even though she has excellent control over...
You are... I am not...
You could be
Even...
He's right. With a face like that.
So far...
No.
This is not her. She's not...
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Starting, sitting, he's on his neck, size in the exact.
The fuck is with you, fella?
Oh, wait, that's just tactics, Titus. Next, he's gonna tell...
Well...
This goes without saying.
Yeah.
Am I?
I've seen...
It's you!
Yeah,
They're avoiding having to answer.
We would drink.
Right. I'm convinced, Glenn.
Well, yeah. Those.
It means the...
What is this?
Shanky.
You.
I know you are lying, Shanky.
So.
You don't have.
You're doing it.
Okay, make so much bluster to hide the fact. Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
Stop shitting your pants. You know, the law.
Yeah. Aren't you listening? It's done. Finito.
No, asshole. You're nobody.
Let's just all cool off. We had some questions.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Yes. The armor was produced by Fairwest. It was part of a... So, it seems the most recently resistant...
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind.
Hard to say. Yes, but sure. Call back tomorrow. Not yet. But I was able to convince the database people to serve private sector information. They promised to get back to me by tomorrow morning. Do you have any other questions? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set... A rusting control. You grab the handle and pull the lever. The water lock starts moving.
Okay.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling? I'm not purchasing any more clothes. Oh, no. A photic.
You have absolutely no...
Another time, perhaps.
The speakers below are banged up.
Stuck in the rain in a trap.
Yes?
When a buck beats me.
There's something is sure he ignored. Silence is the answer.
We were main gate, and I don't mean the scrawny mess. Why don't...
It would be bad.
No! They will. We were main gate, and I don't... Yeah, bad. I don't know how. Why don't you...
It would be bad.
No! They will.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you? The little boy to get me...
What happened?
I was asked to look in...
Did you?
At first, so I went to this... Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then. It's a minor...
He thinks.
I learned...
What else?
Not much. I did some...
How did...
In parts. So, I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you. Oh, they're just gone.
Nice and back.
Smart choice. Good luck if you go for those boots, though. No problem. If you see that kid...
This is the night watch. The chair is not as... You stand and... in control, but no screech of me. Crane does not. You're back before the cargo container. It's despite the dirt that's the door stands.
Satisfied, detective?
Try again. Just like that.
You can't be...
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot. The feeling causes all the... Something's amiss. Trying to visualize in the general stillness. Oh.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry.
You can't hear him.
No. Whoever anyhow.
Mr. Diodore, I...
Pleasure to meet you, Harry. But...
Oh, Lord. No, oh, nothing. It's just that we... And yet...
All I did...
And, actually, at the level...
But then, some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really. And that's what? Unjust? I think it's perfectly just. Listen, Harry. I used to be an idealist, just like the hand that allocates resources among men is invisible and cruel. Capital.
Hey, all this talk about money is made...
What do you mean? Are you talking about my chin? Oh.
The Weiss Visum, the Weiss Weisman, .9, that's not...
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly thing. That's good.
I see nothing.
Yes, I traveled it. By the way...
In the very, very early days of colonizing this archipelago, the kingdom of Surens, a precursor of a modern Sur-le-Clay, used to own the city.
It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth smart luxury yachts, high-fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit. Don't get me wrong. They're nice things. Go right ahead.
Could you please stop asking everyone for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
It's perfectly alright. As you may know, here is 3 real. How much can you get for this? That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with that.
If business planning were really your strong suit, you...
Go on. I'm ready. Hold on. Have we met before? Yeah. You're idea. They pitched well. They like we lost.
I guess the inordinate amount of time they...
Nobody knows. Sadly, what I want to tell you is this. It's a very bad idea. Absolutely not. Why go? Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Mister, I'm not gonna bother you with... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, it's very...
Power borscht, huh?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps... Oh, sure, mister. Sure.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. The file cabinet stands the drawers.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Right to work! What's it to you? No.
Every once in...
We all worked at Territorial. Uh-huh. What's it to you? Big man.
Every once in a...
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo. Worked at... We're done here.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. So? North Jamrock. Kuno meant everything.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like.
Look, pig. Kuno sent you. You got fucked after this shit.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't.
Still here, stuck in.
Shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime of it. Oh, very...
This is how it...
Wow! And they can be yours for a mere 3 rings.
The lieutenant.
You look like a musician. Like...
Those UV...
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These were definitely...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 50. Just a...
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
The woman still has her eyes. No response. Wait.
Right to work! Right to work! Things are busy enough.
The hulking man oozes stuff.
What's it to you? No.
Every once in a while, the man has turned his attention.
When a butt beats me.
There's some issue he ignores. Silence is the answer.